would you support someone else to run in that primary? Would you support like a Greg Ballard of Indianapolis or someone from another part of the state to challenge if in January you see that we are still a divided state on this issue?
Yeah, well, fortunately, I don't have to worry about the hypotheticals at this point. There is no one that has stepped forward to challenge him. So,
but should someone step forward? I mean, the Democrats are seeming everyone's running for governor on the Democratic side.
Yeah, well, they've sort of pared that down, and we'll just see how these things develop. Okay. You know, it's that's not a decision I have to face.
We saw a clerk in Kentucky who says that under God's authority that she cannot issue marriage licenses. Is that what we fear in Indiana, that someone will say, that a public servant or that a business person will say that under their authority, under what they see as God's authority, that they will not serve someone in the community?
Well, I think, Kentucky is, fortunately, they tend to be substantially more more conservative about these issues than Indiana is. I think Hoosiers have overwhelmingly, historically been open to people of all different entities and beliefs and religions, and but if you're going to serve the public, if you're going to be a public servant, you're going to conduct business in a public manner, it's simply not right to discriminate against people based on who they are fundamentally. And so I think there is concern that those types of issues could develop. And everyone deserves the right to believe what they want to believe, but if they're going to interact with the public or they're going to serve in a public role, they have an obligation to serve the public. And I think that's worthy of clarifying in the state code. I'm going to advocate strongly for these issues that are important to me. But when the people of Indiana are being misrepresented on an international scale, I'm simply going to say something about that. I'm too proud to be a Hoosier. I love this place desperately, and I just can't stand back and let that happen. So, they shouldn't fear me, but I would like them to understand that there are people like me that care about these things and care about how we're being represented, and that's the democratic process. Is sometimes as Hoosiers we're modest people, and we don't like to speak our minds too openly, but some issues are just too big, and so I don't think, nobody should be afraid of me. That would be silly, but I hope they will occasionally listen.
Listen closely.
Yeah.
On Friday, you received an award from Lambda Legal. What did it mean to receive that award from that organization?
It's incredible. That's incredibly humbling to me. I first became associated with Lambda Legal in 2003, and I actually went to this dinner, and I heard the stories. Lambda Legal represents members of the LGBT community that suffer discrimination, either job discrimination or housing or otherwise, and they have for a long time. And the stories of what these people have encountered, these horrible things where they're excommunicated from their family, they're just heart-wrenching stories, were so powerful to me that I've stayed involved with the group. I'm incredibly humbled because they are the true heroes. They've been working to solve those injustices for a very, very long time. I simply just stated my opinion. They've actually been in the trenches, truly fighting for justice for a long time, and so I feel completely unworthy, but at the same time, I can't imagine an award that would mean more to me. So it's a great honor.